Today, we are going to be checking your typical periodic maintenance routines. Cleaning the inverter side. Suggested every 4 months. Always use proper safety equipment to protect you and others around you. Start by powering off the plasma and switching off the main power. Make sure that the power is completely disconnected from the plasma before removing any panels. Remove panels on the left side of the plasma by removing the 4 screws holding the panels. Then lift up the panels and put them aside. Gently use pressured air to blow out any dust that has built up to the plasma. Make sure the air is clean and free of moisture and oil. After you are done, put the panels back. Cleaning the radiator. Suggested every 4 months. Always use proper safety equipment to protect you and others around you. Start by powering off the plasma and switching off the main power. Make sure that the power is completely disconnected from the plasma before removing any panels. Continue by removing the 4 screws on the right side panels. Then lift up the panels and put them aside. First, use a vacuum cleaner to get most of the dust out from the radiator and the surroundings. Then use clean air, free of moisture and oil, to blow out any dust between the radiator fins. After getting all the dust out, again use a vacuum cleaner to get rid of any remaining dust. After you are done, put the panels back. Measuring coolant flow. Suggested every 4 months. Always use proper safety equipment to protect you and others around you. Start by making sure that the plasma is turned off. Remove the right side panels to reveal the pump. The pump is located in the lower left corner. You will need to locate the return hose that connects behind the pump to the coolant tank. Prepare a large enough container, example an empty coolant jug. Make sure the container is empty and clean. This is where you will drain the coolant into. You will be running the pump for about 30 seconds, and that should fill the container at least over 2 liters, typically more. Put the hose inside your container and power up the plasma. When the pump turns on, start a timer so that you know when 30 seconds has passed. When you get close to the end of the 30-second mark or your canister is becoming full, prepare to turn off the power to the plasma. When you hit the 30-second mark or your canister is full, turn off the power to the plasma and the pump will stop. Now measure the result. If you ran the pump for 30 seconds, the minimum you should have is about 2 liters. Typically in a clean system you get about 4 liters. If your flow is under 2 liters, most likely you have a clogged filter that needs to be cleaned or replaced. After you have finished the test, press the hose back to the tank. Then wipe everything dry. Next, you want to run the pump a few times to get the air out and so that you can inspect for any leaks. After everything checks out, put back the side panels. Replacing the coolant filter. Suggested every 6 months. Always use proper safety equipment to protect you and others around you. Start by making sure that the plasma is powered off. Unscrew the filter housing from the back of the plasma. No need to use tools. Take a new filter from the package. Put the filter back so that the holes align with the extrusions. Screw the filter housing back to the filter body, again making sure the center hole aligns with the extrusion in the filter body. Don't use tools to tighten the filter housing. Turn the plasma on and verify the coolant is circulating without errors and that the housing does not leak. Tighten if necessary. Replacing the WMS filter. Suggested every 6 months. Always use proper safety equipment to protect you and others around you. Start by making sure that the plasma, and if you have a water pump, are turned off. Continue to close any valves that you might have in the water line. Unscrew the filter housing from the filter body. Don't use tools. Remove the filter and put in a new one. When placing the new filter to the housing, make sure you align the center hole with the extrusion in the bottom of the housing. The filter goes into the housing so that the small holes face down. When you screw in the filter housing, make sure to align the hole in the filter with the extrusion in the filter body. Don't use tools to tighten the filter. Next, you want to run the pump a few times to get the air out and so that you can inspect for any leaks. You can do this by applying a WMS process and enabling and disabling the plasma a couple times. Checking for leaks. Suggested every 6 months. Go around the machine and use leak detection spray to find out if you have any leaks. Tighten and/or add sealant if needed. Same time, also check for cracks in cables and hoses. Replace broken ones if needed. Tighten and clean ground connections and RAS cable. Suggested every 6 months. Start by powering off the plasma and switching off the main power. Make sure that the power is completely disconnected from the plasma before removing any panels. Go around the machine and inspect the main ground points for rust, corrosion, and loose connections. Clean and tighten if necessary. Open the cover to the remote arc starter RAS and make sure the cable is tight and secure. That was all for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.